It's all right.
Hello out there on the interwebs, and welcome back to the Let's WoW podcast. We are the podcast from you, for you, and by you all out there in the World of Warcraft community. My name is Gemmet. I am your host. With me tonight is the ever so lovely and always humble Day, and of course, our silky-voiced Uno. Hello.
Good evening.
Greetings.
Are you sure about the humble part?
No.
Okay.
I am totally 100% humble.
So humble.
Be it ever so humble, there's no one like Day.
Exactly.
Now you did just catch a little wisp of him tonight. Tonight, joining us.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. You can add that in post. We have one of our biggest fans, one of our most loyal listeners. He is also a co-host of That Random Geek Cast. He is also the Warlock writer for Blizzmaster.com. You can catch him in our chat room every week when we record live. And also, seriously, y'all, he is an all-around amazingly awesome dude. We have Neurion. Hello, sir.
Woohoo! Hello, let's wow. I am crazy excited to be here. I don't think you could tell between all the tweets and you know, just I'm losing it. I'm really losing it. I'm happy to be here.
We are all super excited to have you on. I think we're at the level, if not more excited than you are right now.
And Gem, how did you know my favorite word was awesome?
Because everything is awesome.
And funny.
It's cool when you're part of a team. All right.
And even funnier, you knew my favorite color was red because all my notes in the chat in the notes are red. I don't know. It's like you can read my mind.
It's a thing.
It is. It is. We're connected.
We are. We're connected here, buddy. So, Neurion, I don't even need to intro this, but I'm going to say it anyway for people who haven't listened, who may just be listening for the first time. So we do like to get to know our guest first and foremost here in the beginning of the show. So, Neurion, how about you go ahead and let everybody out there listening all about you?
Well, basically, I started playing WoW about 3.5 to 4 years ago, somewhere in the middle of Lich King expansion, and just fell in love with it right off the bat. Just, you know, I've always been like a fantasy guy growing up. I mean, I watched movies like Conan and Red Sonja was one of my favorite movies growing up. So, you know, the whole Warcraft type fantasy stuff was totally me, and it just clicked right off the bat. Basically, I haven't touched my Xbox since I found WoW.
Wow.
I used to be a Call of Duty guy, wasn't really good at first-person shooters, started playing Halo, but got into Call of Duty and got into the whole online thing with Call of Duty. And then when I found WoW, the Xbox just started collecting dust, except for when the kids touch it, but, you know. I am co-GM now of my guild, Rebels of Azeroth. I was the GM, but I stepped down. Just, you know, other stuff that I'm doing, like community stuff that I'm starting to do and stuff like that. It's just taking up more of my time. So I handed off the guild to one of the greatest guys in my guild. His name is Pete, and man, this guy's great. He's from the Dominican Republic. But he's so cool and calm. He like never gets upset over anything.
Wow.
You know, we could wipe 10 or 12 times and he's like, all right, Kai, we'll get it this time. And it's like, really? It was like 10 times, you know, and he's just really cool. He keeps everybody calm. You know, it's awesome.
That
I'm
that
kinda-
is definitely always good to have.
yeah,
the
yeah,
guilds,
and
yeah.
he's that guy. So um, and we're actually trying to make the guild more of a community focused guild now. So I'm kind of that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of making myself that liaison.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Now let's talk about this guild for a minute. Go ahead and give all the information for people who may want to come and join you.
Well-
I know Day has joined you cross realm with some
have.
stuff.
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm in the guild
she
now.
moved.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
she moved.
okay.
She joined us for what 1 or 2 flex raids, and then just decided she liked the group so much that she changed server to get her healer rating. So
Excellent.
we run flex raids twice a week, and right now we got one raid team doing normals twice a week, and we're working on putting together a second raid team.
Yeah, which
We
we
had
heard
quite a
last
few show
week.
up to the meeting. Like Pete had the meeting.
Right? Yeah, Pete
There were
had the
6 or
meeting
7.
Friday, and
So,
some people
yeah.
showed up. So yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Day's been an exciting addition to our team. She's really good at healing, and I'm just like I said, the excitement's kind of blowing my head up.
Oh,
I'm losing train of thought really fast.
You've listened to the show, I think, seriously since episode probably 2.
Pretty close. I
Like
mean,
you've
there's times where-
you've been to every live show that I can remember.
Yeah.
You've been in
Yeah.
our chat room. Why are you nervous? You're part of the family
know,
here at
right?
Let's Wow.
it's not nerves, it's excitement. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of butterflies, but it's crazy excitement. I'm always in the chat room, and I'm watching these other guys be on the show, and I'm like, I want to be on the show, you know. And then all of a sudden, I'm here. Woo!
Here you are.
Yeah, poof.
So Rebels is really young. Actually, we started back in August. It was basically the raid team that I had put together in the guild before just kind of decided we didn't like the way that guild was being run. Actually, let me rephrase. They decided that they didn't like the way it was being run. And I literally came home from work one night to my own guild. They
Wow.
as soon as I logged in, one of them, Candelar was whispering me. He's like, "Hey, you need to leave." The guild name that I was in before was called Runs with Scissors. He's like, "You need to leave," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because we made a guild for you," and I'm like, "Seriously?" I'm like, it just surprised me. I'm like, "Really?" So and then we kind of kept that raid team together, and since then it's broken up. But the guild is still going strong. We got a new 10-man team.
Nice.
And we got through TOT over the Christmas season. Now we're working on Siege of Orgrimmar.
Nice.
And we are on normals. We are up to Malk. We're working on Malk. And on Flex, we got all the way through Spoils that one night, right? Right, Day? Yeah, Spoils.
We got through Thok the next week.
Did you really? Okay.
You
yeah,
were
see,
not
I missed
there.
the Flex raids. Yeah.
You weren't there this morning either. I was so sad.
Well, my work schedule is crazy, and
Yeah.
this week is a seriously busy week. I'm working on getting a new job, actually, so, big interview on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. But,
Excellent. Well, good luck with that.
yeah, I'm excited about that. But, so sometimes my real life takes precedence over the game.
Well, real life always takes precedent over the game.
You guys saw how many kids I have. Sometimes I have to put that over the game. But
with your zoo of children.
well, you should have seen it. It was crazy. Like I got out of work at 4:30 tonight, picked up my kids at 5, ran them all home, dropped off the girls, and then ran the boys off to baseball tryouts, and then my wife went and picked them up, and it's been a crazy night. Like, and in between all that, made the pictures to share with everybody, and uploaded the sounder file and everything, and got it to you. So
Yeah.
I lead a pretty hectic life. I don't ever get to slow down. Days off? Are you kidding me? Days off are either doing housework meaning fixing stuff around the house, or catching up in game. Like right now, my healer, my druid is working on the Test of Valor quest for the legendary, and I am literally 95 Valor points away. So yeah, I know. And then I got a raid tonight, and it's like, oh, I just want to get it done. This is actually going to be my third legendary. I've got
Oh God, third? Really?
yes, yep. This is going to be
Jeez,
my third
dude.
legendary, so it's crazy.
Crazy is a way to put it.
It is. It's funny. I didn't even get it on Neurion first. I got it on. His name is Genocidal now. My lock. It used to be Alsander, but now that my son's playing, I gave him the name because Alsander is Alexander in Gaelic. So, and that was the thing. Like my 4 original tunes. Back when my divorce was still a separation, I wasn't seeing my kids as often. You go from seeing your kids every day to seeing them. At that point, it was every other weekend and every Tuesday. So I've really had a hard time dealing with that.
Wow,
and
yeah.
so my 4 original tunes, my lock, my original tune, is my oldest son. My other, some other tunes are based on my kids. Their names are all like Geroiden and Jaina. Well, Jaina's already a Gaelic name, so not much change there. But my son's name, my twin son's name is Garrick, and his Gaelic name is Firidhawk. So I have a tune named Firidhawk. That was how I dealt with being away from my kids, and that's what WoW did for me.
Wow.
Now, like all my friends, one of my employees was picking on me today because she's like, all your friends are online. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and
I don't even have any real life friends anymore. They're all here, either in the chat room or in my guild or because, it's just what it is,
All right, so
completely derailed us. Sorry.
hey, it's Let's WoW. What are rails? You know this, I think, better than anyone.
And derailing is kind of what I do.
And it's kind of what we do.
Yeah, to be fair, we're getting to know a lot about you, so that's awesome.
It's now, aside from World of Warcraft playing, you're a writer for the Warlock on Blizzmaster. So do you want to tell everybody about that? How'd you get started in there?
Honestly, I got started with the podcast, that Random Geekcast, and we had a meeting, and we were gonna, get going, and then next thing you know, Adam's pulling us in, and he's going, "Hey, we're gonna be part of this new thing called Blizzmaster," and I'm like, "What is Blizzmaster? This sounds cool." And come to find out, it was a joint venture between Cage of Hell and Remedies from Press Y podcast. And it's just kind of exploded into this great thing. I mean, it's a huge network. You should see our Facebook. It's a private Facebook, so only the people that are in Blizzmaster can see it. But it's we're constantly sharing ideas and running things across each other. And Remedies threw it out there. Hey, I want to get writers going. And I'm like, I originally was like, okay, I want to be the Death Knight writer. Firestar already called it. And I'm like, damn. So then I'm like, well, really my Death Knight and my Lock are mains. They're both mains. And my Lock was my original tune. And I said to her, well, I could write about Warlock stuff. And she's like, okay, you're hired, basically. And now I've only written like 2 articles since November. But I'm actually today I was working on looking at the level 100 talents. That's going to be my next article. I'm going to talk about the level 100 talents. Kind of can't decide between 2 of them. But so I'll be kind of expressing my opinion on the talents and stuff like that, and all around warlockery stuff.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, it's fun when you find that passion to write about stuff.
Yeah, and we got such a great group of writers. Like Firestar, Adam is doing a lot of Diablo writing. We've got Daikatsu. I can't remember all of them. But we've got so many great writers, and they write such great articles. I feel almost like shrunk next to them because they're writing such great articles and I'm only writing a couple articles, but it's still fun. It's a great group. We have a staff meeting every so often and everybody gets along, and it's just it's awesome. I'm so humbled to be part of Blizzmaster. It just of the group, and it's why is iTunes? No, never mind. Right in the middle of the show.
This isn't on iTunes yet. We're still recording.
Right.
It's like kicking up right in the middle of the show. But anyway, and it's just going to continue to grow because Remedies is, pretty much at the helm, and she's so smart. She just knows not only the gamer side of stuff, but she also knows the business side of stuff, and that's kind of how she runs it, and even though there's no money involved or whatever, we're all volunteers. She's so professional and so good at what she does. I'm just so, like I said, humbled to be welcome to be part of the group.
Yeah, and it is a really cool site. I actually haven't logged on in a little while, and I just on the other computer here in the command center of Let's WoW, I pulled it up and I forgot how amazing this website looks.
Yeah,
it really is a fantastic website.
All the website editing and stuff, and they're doing such a phenomenal job. We even have our own email, like Blizzmaster email addresses, which is what I gave to you for the show notes. But,
yeah, which is how I contacted you. Yeah. It's really cool. It's very well done. It's a great site. If you are listening to this show, go check it out, blizzmaster.com. It is a really cool site.
Absolutely, and if you really want to read about Warlock stuff, even though there's only a couple articles, Burning Embers is the name of the column.
Burning Embers.
There you go. There you go. Okay. So, now I know you've been. Now, how long have you've been playing for? How long?
About 3.5, almost 4 years.
Almost 4. All right. Now, what keeps you going, especially in this lull here? Other than rating.
What lull?
What lull?
There's no lull. What are you talking about? A lull? No, really. I mean, right now I probably would be a little bit bored, but I have so many alts. Like I said, I'm working on my 3rd legendary. Because, for the longest time, I really wasn't into being a GM. I just wanted to be a raid leader. But I had the understanding to myself, like I was talking on Twitter the other day, I hold such high expectations for myself at everything I do that I wanted to know what I could learn about every single class. So I have at least one of every single class. Even though they're not all leveled to 90, I at least have a basic understanding of how the gear works and, some of the spells and some of the talents and all that. So I kind of have a general idea of all the classes, because I really don't think you can tell someone they're not doing something right unless you have a clue.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly.
If I just played Death Knight, how am I going to tell the rogue, dude, you need to bring up your deeps? What are you going to do? How am I going to tell him that? He's going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever, because what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's the same thing when I get advice from like, I don't know, a druid. Let's say a boomkin. Like, oh, you're not playing your hunter right. You need to do this, this, that. And I'm like, hold up, wait a second. Don't you use intellect?
Right.
I need agility. Like, you don't know me.
You mostly really only get those trolls in LFR anymore. I mean, it's
it has gotten definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still get those people.
Yeah. I mean, our guild has over 100 people in it, and I mean 100 accounts, not tunes. We have over 100 different accounts,
wow.
Almost 300 tunes.
Excellent.
Yeah. But we all help each other. We all play together. We all, the way our raid team is run is that we understand that you're paying to play. So you're basically paying for me to tell you what to do with your game, and we don't do it that way, we're more or less like they can probably tell you with the flex, it's like whatever you want to bring. Yes, we have a composition that we have to try and keep, but hey, if we're over on DPS, and like I'm trying to gear up my healer right now, so if we're over on DPS, I got no problem. I can bring my healer, and nobody gets upset. We're actually still, the way we do our normal runs is every week we still reset. Wow. And so, so sometimes we're like, all right, so this gear on this boss, we're going to bring this tune and this tune. So we're still kind of, I feel like we're disenchanting most of it, but, we're still giving our alts some gear too.
Yeah, some loot love
from the bosses. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. And that's what it is. It is all about fun. It's a game. It's not a job.
Oh, thank you. I know we've had a few guests in the past say the same thing, but every time somebody says that, yes, it is a game. Well, you are not getting paid for this. Don't take it so seriously.
There are some people that, maybe don't work or something that this is their job. But
well, yeah, of course, yeah. There's definitely people out there that this is their job, but those are the bleeding edge progression people,
right?
The 99.9999% of us are not them.
But you know what? At the same time, even those guilds like Midwinter and Blood Legion, I've listened to those guys on other podcasts, and we're just here to have fun. It's a game. Yeah. Even those guys say that, and those are like world-leading rating groups. So,
yeah, I've definitely heard people from top-tier bleeding edge rating groups who actually get paid.
Yeah.
Who have sponsors,
right?
Stuff. Who actually get sponsor money, and they're like, "Oh, we're just here to have fun." And there might be like one or two of them that are like, "No, this is a job."
Yeah, but you know what? Even some of them still have jobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the tank guy from Midwinter. What the heck's his name? It's.
Oh God, I'm drawing a blank too.
Trekkie.
Yes, he takes vacation time from his job when it's progression time. So he still has a job.
Yeah.
At least I think it was him that said, one of those guys said that, they take vacation time from their job, and they try to line it up where, they can be the most effective on progression. I'm like, you're crazy.
Well, you know what? It's almost the same thing with the podcast here with us. Actually, all of us, we put a lot of work into this, and we don't get paid for it.
Right.
We do it because we have fun.
Yep.
Right, Day?
Absolutely.
Well, fun or... No, I'm just kidding.
What? Come on.
I love you, Gammy.
Neurion is taking your seat. Keep it warm.
Oh. Okay, bye, guys.
What?
Kidding. I have to fire Day at least once a show now.
Oh, all right. That's right. I forgot. Yes. You know what? I do that to my employees. I'm like, you're fired. Go away.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
I kind of do that too. At my actual job every now and
then.
Like, you're fired. I don't want to see you for the next 45 minutes.
Absolutely. So
anyway, so other than all of this
healing topic, Day is going to explode.
Yes, but
I'm not even there yet.
Well, actually, speaking of Day, what's let's quickly go through what we've been doing so we can jump because we have a jam packed.
Yeah,
and I know we're gonna have a discussion tonight, show. What's been going on with you this week, darling?
Number one, I PvP'd. Yay, PvP!
Excuse me while I look surprised.
No, actually, Rambush, our third on our threes team, is away for a little bit. So we brought in Hazel from Trauma 2. She has a YouTube page, Hazel Nutty Games. You should check her out. She's hilarious. But she filled in on her Hunter. He usually plays a Frost Mage.
Hunter!
And we did really well. We capped, and, the first few we lost, and we were like, but we'd never run with her before, so of course that's normal. And then we sort of got into like the groove of things, and it was all good. Other than that, flexed on Friday and Sunday with Rebels of Azeroth, and I am now 6 out of 12 rune stones on my priest, so that'll be my second cloak.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I'm hoping I better get 6 next week.
Day seems to think she's going to get me to PvP. I don't know.
Well,
he's going to.
Well, Neurion, honestly, she got me to PvP for a little bit. And you know me, I am anti-PvP.
Yeah, I get.
And I was
frustrated
decked out in PvP gear, going into BGs with her.
Nice.
That's because you had a pocket healer. He will go in if I make him.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
Neurion will go in because I won't make him.
Pretty much. If Day says, I'll heal for you. All right, I'll go.
But that is me. How about Uno?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't said anything the whole time, you guys. I'm so sorry. I've been quiet.
I'm sorry, Uno.
No,
It happens.
I'm
No, you're
enchanted.
listening.
I'm absolutely enchanted. But
This is already a fun, entertaining show, at least for me.
This is epic.
I don't even want to continue to the next thing. I just keep talking.
I just want to keep
loving
talking.
hearing this, but I know we have a time restraint tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But so I have, I just want to level my horde tunes. That's all I really want to do. And so because of that, I end up just playing Hearthstone because I have
yes,
I have this sadness that I'm leaving the alliance, trying to go horde, and so I'm just like,
Oh, get over it. You'll be horde in a month.
No!
I'm not leaving, but
I'm sorry, Neurion. It's still weird
experience.
when I'm. Oh, sorry. It's still weird when I'm alliance side because I'm like, this is so weird because I played horde for a lot of this expansion now.
Well, I played horde up until last spring. And I've been ally since last spring. And
thank you for seeing the light.
Exactly. Both sides have their positives. Both sides have their negatives. I will say that sometimes allies seem to be more snobbish,
right?
Like in trade chat and stuff. But other than that, it's all the same game, just different. A little bit different content.
And I've
and
never
the shrine is
experienced the horde
backwards.
side.
The
the
shrine is backwards.
Holy cow.
They do that on purpose.
The shrine is so horrible. I couldn't find the mailbox. I told you that already, but yeah. So I mean, just that and Hearthstone. I got to check out Wow Martian, Jab Cub, and Day in the little impromptu stream they had going on last night. So that was fun.
Oh yeah.
And working. But what about you, Gem? What have you been doing?
I got the Diablotus.
The what?
Diablo.
He's been playing Diablo. I know.
Diablotus.
Every time I see him sign on, I open up the social window and I'm like, sweet, it's Diablo.
I have been playing Diablo like crazy. Seriously, since the patch, Diablo is 100,000% more fun.
Really?
It is so much fun. There are nights that I'll come home from work and I go, oh, you know what? I want to do some StarCraft. And I look at Diablo and I say, no, I'm going to play me some Diablo. I actually just this week I got through normal. I killed Diablo on normal.
Nice.
Technically for the second time, but for the first time after the new patch.
Now, do you do hard mode?
I'm in hard mode right now.
Are you?
I am. I'm still in Act 1 on hard mode.
That's ridiculous. I would never be able to even get through the first part. Because I just die.
That's what
bad.
I do. I think I'm rocking 5 legendaries right now.
Wow.
I am rocking the legendary. I actually had to replace a legendary with a rare.
Ouch. that hurts. You know, even though you're looking at the stats, you're like, this, it just doesn't feel right. You know?
Yeah, it makes it not legendary.
Yeah.
Oh, Maslow in our chat room is trolling me because I held up my awesome, amazing Alliance pillow
Mm.
for the live streamers, for our live listeners. Oh, here's the thing, by the way. So I got a notification yesterday over on the Let's Wow podcast Twitter. And I saw it also from our friend Noxie and Shappy. That Noxie Chew has a squishable design up for voting. So, everybody listening to this right now, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing for 5 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes, depending on how fast, whatever it is you're going to load it on. Go to Squishables and vote 5 for the Shah of Happiness Squishable, designed by our friend Noxie Chew. You all know Noxie. She did my badge for BlizzCon. She's done bunch of graphic work for me. She's an amazing person. She's a great friend. And seriously, who doesn't want a Shah of Happiness giant squishable?
Right?
Really?
No doubt.
Like, even
I'm on there right now. I'm looking for it.
See, here we go. Even
Voted.
straight men, like, I want this giant squishy Chappy.
Absolutely.
That's not the only thing I voted for this week, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
goodness. Neither of us even thought about that.
No, you know, and it's not even in the show notes. Gam, you fail.
I
Fail.
I actually completely forgot about that. Well, look, I was busy with it.
Right.
So, also this week began the Sheep Moon Podcast Tournament of Epicness, which is a friendly competition between podcasters, March Madness bracket style, and both myself and the ever so lovely and humble Day have been
Team Day.
nominated,
Yes, we have.
and we are there. And
I didn't even know until I got your tweet.
I honestly didn't know I was... Okay, so I got the email for it. I got an email saying I was nominated, and then I went to the website and I looked at the thing, and I wasn't on there, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they made an oopsie, whatever. And then I looked at the thing that everybody was tweeting.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I made it, and I'm up against Rob Copeland from the Training Companies.
Well, no surprise to you. I voted for you. On my computer,
but...
on my phone, on my laptop.
I actually, and now, y'all know, I guest spotted over on the Training Dummies a long.
I remember that.
And they are really great guys. They're actually both good friends of mine. And so to be going up against a friend, I'm like, oh Jesus! But remember, a vote for Gemmet is a vote for puppies.
So if
Rob Copeland doesn't like fun, I
know. I saw your Twitter back and forth.
I'm gonna start throwing mud over this. No, you know what? Honestly, it's an honor just to be nominated.
Right.
This was all nomination from the community, so I really got to say to everybody who nominated myself, and I know I can speak for Day as well. To everybody who nominated us, thank you so much. We really do honestly appreciate it. It's an honor.
I'm so jealous of you guys. I want to be you right now.
You know, Tahu and Maslow also got nominated.
They're on it. Yep.
From the
Yep.
Lower
Voted for
Walkers
them.
round table. They're in the
Yes,
chat room
absolutely.
right now.
Both of them too.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
congratulations to them. We love them so much.
And potentially Day could be going up against Maslow, though.
Oh goodness.
Ooh,
Ooh.
That's
You
my
know,
biggest
that would be a tough one.
Spirit one.
I would probably have to forego voting on
I
that
know.
one. 'Cause
Yeah. I got
there's no way I could choose between the.
I would vote
the
for
other.
Maslow 100%. Like, not even a
I
thought.
would actually have to take a couple of days off of work, and I would actually have to meditate on who I would vote for. That would be a very hard decision. Because
Get it.
I love both of you.
Yeah. We love hookers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Behind that, Ryan.
So yeah,
Well,
guys,
no,
if you want to,
I can say I've at least met Day. I haven't met Maslow, but I listen to their show all the time. Tahoe's a big fan of Geekcast. So yeah, it would be a tough vote. It would be a really, really, really tough vote because they're both awesome people.
yeah, it's very difficult. I had to do that with a couple of people. It was a very awkward. Who the hell do I vote for? Because I actually like both of these people. And it was the same thing last year. I wasn't nominated last year, obviously, but I had a very hard time voting.
Yeah,
I
there was
spent
a couple.
I spent a couple sleepless nights thinking about it.
Yeah.
There was a couple I had a tough vote, but hey, you gotta pick.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a couple I just kind of skipped over because I was like, I don't know either one of them.
Yeah, exactly. I've done.
So I just didn't vote, because I didn't want to give them a fake vote. But
Right.
We're not
I
gonna
do the
say
same thing.
who it was, but it was shows I don't listen to.
yeah, no, it's just shows that I've never heard of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So-
there are
I
there are
listen to a ton of podcasts.
there
but
are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of World of Warcraft podcasts out there. So yeah. Speaking of hundreds and hundreds of World of Warcraft podcasts out there, I know a lot of you know about the Girls Gone WoW show
Of course.
with Sil,
Sil,
EJ, Raven, and Rob.
Real
I
perspective.
have been invited on, and I will be joining them.
Sweet.
We're recording on Sunday night,
What?
March 9th. I will be joining them next week
Wow.
on the 16th.
that's awesome.
Unfortunately, they don't record live, so you'll have to download it. But yeah, I'll be joining them again. I'm very excited. I absolutely love them so much. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite shows to listen to.
Yeah, they're great.
I just listened to Behind the Avatar with our friend Lita. Sil was on the latest Behind the Avatar.
I love Behind the Avatar.
Lita, when Lita invited me on Behind the Avatar, I actually screamed
Wow.
from excitement. I was so excited. And now
Someday
here I
I'll
am
get
hanging
there.
out with them, and I always have a fun time with them. Last time I guested with Girls Gone WoW, unfortunately there was a technical issue, and the show never made it live because it never got recorded.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna troll Sil about that the entire time.
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna do that. But just heads up, y'all. In probably about 2 weeks, that should be up. I will let everybody know. It'll be on the Twitters and all that. And on my Facebook page, which I haven't promoted, facebook.com/GemmetTheHunter. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, I think I like. No, yeah, no.
There, there's a lot of fun stuff happening in my world coming up, and I'm really excited. Speaking of fun stuff coming up, we do have a really cool announcement coming up a little later on in the show, so stay tuned. Neurion, I just saw Neurion's eyes light up with excitement.
Is that the Psycho Eyes?
A little bit.
All right, but we are going to move ahead because we only have about 45 minutes left of the show, and we do have this is going to be a show.
No.
I'm gonna put my mic on mute for a few minutes and just let the two of you go at it.
Yeah.
Well, this might be all me. I don't know.
It might be. I'm actually Day, sweetheart, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this first topic here.
Healing. Okay, that's it. That's the whole topic, guys.
There we go. All right, and that's the show. Good
All right,
night,
next
everybody.
topic.
Okay, no, okay. I'm sorry. Blizzard made another announcement on their site about changes that are happening to healing. It got eerily quiet, you guys.
What do you mean?
Okay.
But-
I was
are
like, there.
you
I just
talking right now?
disconnected.
No.
Pardon?
Gimmick muted.
Day, are you there? Day,
Yes.
what?
Stop
are you
it.
sure? What? Are you there?
What day?
Stop it. Okay. Sorry, it was like
Eh?
creepy for a second.
Eh? We're
Um,
letting you speak.
I know.
You're finally on camera, so we're gonna let you
So
speak.
they're tweaking some healing mechanics, and a lot of people are quite unhappy about this. I'm not one of those people. I'm trying to think of something. They're doing some things where our healing isn't going to be as potent. They're trying to get rid of there's so much overhealing, and what's happening is healers are focusing too much on keeping the bars full rather than actually healing.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait,
The bars don't have to be
Aren't you
full. Like, this
supposed
is
to
always my thing.
keep the bars full. I mean,
Not
that's
100%.
Are you sure?
That's never the way it's been until Mr. Pandaria.
That's how
Like,
I
if
heal.
everybody was 50% health,
Pretty
it was
much.
fine.
That's what I did. Bars going down. Okay, click heal.
No. I'm not saying that, but healers don't really have to prioritize the way we used to. And it's kind of
Right.
just, okay, click, 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 click.
Well,
And then,
as somebody who's a recent healer, I mean, Day, you've been around since level
Crusade.
0 of my
level
healer.
0. No.
Since level
Burning
0
Crusade, that's
of
not level
Riddy.
0.
No, my
Oh, yeah, okay.
my priest. You've been there through the entire journey with me as a healer friend, and it's tough.
Oh yeah, definitely. Healing is not
Well,
easy at all.
Right
As
now,
it-
I
as
actually
it really
find it...
shouldn't be, in my opinion.
No, but right now I actually find it a little bit too easy. And I know I'm going to get backlash for this.
Probably.
But,
Backlash,
if
backlash.
I'm a shaman, and I'm not dissing shaman, I have a level 90 shaman with the cloak who healed, like, a raid team, Horde side. If I pop down my Healing Rain, Healing Stream Totem, I can AFK for 10 minutes, and the raid's not going to die. Like, I
Okay.
just feel that they've taken a lot away from us, and a lot of people are QQing about this, but let's face facts. The die-hard healers are going to adapt, we're going to change,
Definitely.
and that's that. They're making a change. I don't think it's for the worst. They're making it a little bit more challenging, but it should be more challenging than being a DPS.
Wait, can
Well,
I?
yeah,
can
it
I
is.
correct
It is
you?
a more challenging role, at least in my opinion.
It doesn't feel like that right now, though, for
No,
me.
and it definitely doesn't. I basically quested my way through.
Hold on though. It's not going to be the diehard healers that adapt. It's going to be the diehard players. The diehard players adapt to whatever changes are
Yep.
made. You know, whether it be tank, DPS, or heals. It doesn't matter what role you play. The diehard player is the one that's going to adapt and move forward.
Absolutely.
But what I didn't like about Miss Pandaria was if you go back to Cataclysm, beginning of Cataclysm, there were no healers because they made it really hard. You guys have heard my story about my first Cata Heroic. I was in tears.
Yeah.
It was frustrating. It was hard. But at the end of it, it was tears of happiness because we got through that. I felt like I had accomplished something.
Yeah, that's satisfying.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Cata was
absolutely.
hard on everybody, not just healers.
Yeah.
It was hard on tanks, deeps. It didn't matter what role you played. It was hard on everybody.
I just felt like what happened this expansion was people suddenly realize that it's super easy to heal, all of a sudden you have millions and millions of healers, and those of us who have been healing for a really long time, who love doing it, don't have spots anymore. And I'm not saying that I'm better than everyone, blah blah blah, but that's
you
my
totally
favorite.
are.
I'm not better than everybody. But that
You're
is my
Jay the
favorite thing
healer.
to do, and no guilds needed healers because it just wasn't the challenge that it used to be.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of anybody could do it. I mean, look at me. I'm a hunter, and I have a level 90 healer.
And I know I'm going to get super backlash for this, and I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm not like a super elitist.
Anybody listening,
but
please.
It was just really disheartening to me that someone who's rolled a DPS for 9 years suddenly gets a 90 healer and gets like my healing spot.
You can find Day at Creature Venus on Twitter.
and actually, like I said,
load her Twitter up.
I'm not sure if you heard it. I'm sorry to have talked over you, Day, or maybe under you. I'm not sure how it was with the recording. If you're listening to this live or on iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever else, please send us your feedback. We want to hear what you have to say about this.
Definitely.
Just email Day, Gambit, or Uno at letswowpodcast.com. Just send an email. We'll read it on the show. We'll talk about it. We want to hear what you guys have to say.
For sure.
No, just email Day.
You guys, girls, and everything in between.
Just email Day.
Yeah, email
I
Day.
I just feel that the changes they are making are not going to be as game-breaking as people think they are, because they're not just tweaking healing. They're tweaking a whole bunch of things, and healing's just part of that.
Yeah.
And you're right.
So we need to get the entire picture first. It's probably they've told us it's going to be more challenging than Mists of Pandaria. I'm looking for more challenging. I'm sorry if you don't like that.
And you're right. This happens every time Blizzard announces a change. Oh my God, they're ruining the game.
You're ruining the game.
They're making a change. And you know what? Like I said, the hardcore players will adjust and move forward to whatever they need to do. Like me. I mean, I'll make whatever adjustment I need to make. I'll do the research on the net and just figure out what I need to do, and then move forward. That's kind of how things go. That's kind of how things should go. And then, a couple of weeks after the change has been rolled out, people are like, "Oh, I shouldn't have been so upset about that." You know what I'm saying? So, it'll be fine. Everybody will, like Day says, QQ, until the change actually happens. Then they'll be like, "Oh, that really wasn't all that big."
It's true, and I'm sorry, but overhealing is a major issue. And I know that I do it because I'm like, I need to be number one. Oh my God! No, I don't do that. Well, sometimes.
Well, I noticed that when I'm healing dungeons as well on my priest.
Okay, I did,
like I overheal
but I overhealed 15 of those. So,
yeah, I overheal at least 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Heals are far too strong.
Like, and I'm just atonement healing.
Yeah.
Like occasionally I'll throw out a renew or a bubble on my priest.
I just wanted to talk about one more thing.
Healing going on right now.
Yeah. The other thing I just wanted to say about this post was there was some talking about a lot of classes have instant cast heals. So, for example, like Wild Growth for a druid, Divine Star for a priest, and Prayer of Mending. I don't know why they're putting a cast time on Prayer of Mending. That annoyed me.
Really?
That is the only part of that article that annoyed me.
Really? I didn't actually look that much into it, but really, Prayer of Mending?
1.5 second cast time now.
Okay, what I understood from what I read on Twitter, I didn't actually read the whole shebang on it, because I've been really busy this week. What I understood was instant cast is going to go to 1.5 second cooldowns.
Not every single instant cast.
Oh, okay.
So there'll still be instant cast.
I was under the impression that every instant cast was going to go to
No, because
1.5.
apparently druids can still spam the crap out of rejuve, so that's a thing.
It is a thing.
But even still, it's like, like there are times when I need my instacast.
Right?
I use my
snap
like
button.
when I'm healing, I use my oh shite buttons.
Yeah. Where this is going to affect more than PvE is PvP.
Oh, right.
And no, and like I do both,
You
obviously.
do, yes.
And I am not more for one side than the other, except I'm more PvP. Let's not lie.
Yeah, let's
But
not joke
Yeah.
they're
ourselves.
saying that it's going to ruin PvE. I don't see any of this ruining PvE. You'll just have to stand a little bit more rather than jump around like a lunatic.
People
I'm
are just
sorry that
gonna
you're gonna
have
have
to.
to-
People are just gonna have to adapt, evolve into
Yeah.
the new thing.
Again, nothing I saw
It'll
was
happen.
game breaking.
Year-old game.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to evolve if you want the game to keep going.
Yeah, and if they don't make changes, then the game gets stale and it dies. WoW is what, 10 years
10
old?
years old.
The longest MMO standing. Why? Because Blizz knows when to make changes and they know what changes to make.
And
They're
they
not always the
listen-
greatest
listen.
changes in the world. You're right, and they listen to their players.
Exactly.
And they're not always the greatest changes in the world, but the players have the ability to adjust and move forward. And
Absolutely. And we've all been playing for however many years. I'm sure a lot of our listeners have been playing for years as well. We've changes. You have to adapt and evolve.
Well, and just like Theonin said, I think this was about the jumping around. As long as they don't have fights like the Dark Shaman, they have said over and over again that they are looking at changing raid mechanics, etc., because they had to do so much. Like the raid bosses had to do so much damage to us because it was just too easy to heal you up.
Right.
So that's why the bosses are doing so much damage
and
because it was easy to fill your health bar back up.
Right. Sorry to try to overspeak you. With the upcoming item squish, or stat squish rather,
Right.
in Warlords of Draenor, I honestly think now is the time to. You got to start people out early.
Yeah.
You got to start it early, get people used to it, get people adjusted to it, and then bam, here's a whole new thing with everything that's going on. That's my opinion. By the way, if you disagree with me, at Gammon Hunts on Twitter.
I just feel
I'd
like
love to
people
start a
need to
discussion.
calm down before
People
they
really do.
see the whole picture.
Well,
Right?
Day, you know this. You and I both know this, absolutely, because we are on the forums all the time. People freak out if a pen is placed on the clipboard the wrong way.
he's
true.
absolutely right. He's absolutely right. When they first make an announcement, people all whine and cry, oh my god, they're breaking the game. And then, like I said, it'll settle down. It'll settle down in a week or two. People
Everybody will settle. Everybody got used to it. It's just, everybody's up in arms right now because it's, oh my god, you're breaking my game!
Right?
It's like, no, calm the hell down. Have a Xanax and a glass of wine, you'll be
Well,
alright.
I just feel like they're
Just
so
breathe.
anti-change.
What is it? What did Theo said it, and I heard it on CTR a while ago. 1-800 calm the F down.
Yeah.
Amen.
Is that the hotline? That's the
Amen.
hotline. Thank you, Theo.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen. All right, so there's all of that. Now, all right, for everybody listening to this show, I do want your feedback with these upcoming topics here, because honestly, it pisses me. Una, you might have to edit this. It pisses me the fuck off.
Oh goodness.
You know, I'll tell you, Gem. A couple of those forum posts that you put in the notes have already been removed.
They've been removed, yes,
Yeah.
but it's still there. I remember what they said.
Yeah.
Take another drag off my cigarette. There we go. All right, so I've noticed this week there is a lot of man. I are man. I are strong. I are good at all things.
All day long.
Like, seriously. Okay, okay, so as I was browsing the forums this week for the show notes, I noticed, the first one that I noticed was girls cannot tank. And in the pre-show, I was told a lot of these were shut down and deleted, so they weren't accessible. But I remember what they said. So here's what I saw. The gist of what I saw was that women need to not ever try to roll anything other than a healer.
Oh, wow.
That women need to be in the back casting pretty green heals, looking good, keeping the men alive. All right, seriously, as a man, that pissed me the fark off.
This ain't
That's
your
just like
granddaddy's
saying
Warcraft.
That pissed me. What are we in 1940?
Yeah, exactly. Holy
Like,
cow.
That's like saying the women
Okay.
belong in the kitchen.
Stop cussing him.
exactly. Right.
I know you're pissed
This
off.
infuriated me. I am in no way a feminist. I respect women. I respect women. Because seriously, without women, where the hell would men be?
We wouldn't.
You would,
Not alive.
because they wouldn't birth you. Women give birth to men, right? Okay, so women are, yeah, there we go. I have such a high respect for women, not only because I'm gay, but because I actually respect women. Because seriously, where would the world be without women?
We love women.
Oh no, we would be like three men knocking around in a warehouse trying to make a baby, and nothing would happen, and the human race would end.
I like what Theonin said. Seriously, I hope some female playing a rogue backstabbed that SOB.
Right?
You know, let me. I'll tell you, women can tank. And my wife is proof.
Neurion, you have something to say about this?
Yeah, my wife is proof. My wife, maybe not a raid tank because she's not a raider, but she was dungeon tanking, and I mean heroic dungeon tanking in Kata. You know, where everything was like the most difficult ever. So women can tank, women can learn. I mean, you know, they just like any other player, male, female, or whatever, they
Right.
just have to learn how to play their class. And you know, that's all that. Once we got her taught, man, she was awesome. She didn't need a whole lot of healing, and you know, except for damage spikes, but you know, she did a good job.
I know a lot of guys that stink at tanking.
I'm a horrible
Yeah.
tank.
No doubt.
I know Day has a tank as well.
Listen, you know, I'm a horrible
I
healer.
have a little tank, but
I'm a guy, and I'm a horrible tank.
I was just gonna say, actually, in Trauma 2, one of our main tanks, Amy, Bear Tank, she's amazing.
Yeah. I've ran with plenty
Amen.
of
Main
great
tank, like, come
female
on,
tanks.
guys.
Amen.
My current,
You know what?
GM on Argos is a great tank.
I've actually. Oh, I'm sorry, Uno.
No, you're fine.
No, I've been seeing a lot about this on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and all that. I don't know what it is. Lately, there's a lot of women need back in the kitchen. Make me a sandwich.
Our man.
And it pisses me off to no end. You know what? Yes.
It is what it
hey,
is.
guess what, everybody? women play video games. And
What?
sometimes they play video games better than your tiny ass penis.
Oh god.
Whoa!
Okay.
Uno's gonna have to edit this whole section
So
out.
much for the family show.
Right. 2 F bombs.
Like, I
and
am
a P.
on a
Diddy.
soapbox right now. Look, it drives me absolutely up the wall crazy when people are saying, women need to get in the kitchen, make a sandwich. No. You know what? Women need to do what women want to do. Hey, you know what? 99.9% of my friends on the internet are women. You know who can out DPS me on pretty much anything? Women.
My 8-year-old daughter. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was just a joke.
That too. It's been a while since I've played WoW. I wouldn't be surprised.
Awesome.
But it drives me absolutely up the wall.
Yeah.
When I see things like this. It's just this misogynistic thing. And I am by no way a feminist. I just appreciate women.
Certainly.
And I think, women are human beings.
Any normal guy should appreciate women.
I mean, I especially
goes both ways,
appreciate
man.
women. Well, I'm gonna make a funny out of this one. I especially appreciate women because they shoot out gay babies.
I'll tell you, there are some women that it goes both ways, and you get it from both sides. There are some women that'll sit there and say, "Well, men can't do this because they're men and they're stupid." And blah blah blah, and you get it on both ends. You get it both sides.
It definitely happens on both ways, but in video games, I see it a lot, and I've been playing a lot of different video games lately, and I've been reading a lot of different video game forums lately of the games that I've been playing, and I'm seeing actually recently, like in the last 2 weeks. I'm seeing a lot of I are man, I are better than woman.
We need a club for you.
Right.
Like, it's
We need to
like,
get you,
no,
like,
you're not.
Club.
No, I'm so sorry. You're a douche canoe. You're not better than anybody. This woman is out damaging you. You need to just go away.
Let me throw this one out there. Our 10-man raid team is being led by a woman right now.
Amen.
And she's amazing. She is an absolute amazing raid leader. She has no, one of the drawbacks of raid leaders sometimes is they have trouble telling people when to do the right thing. Like, hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing that.
Sure.
She has no problem doing that. She has no problem, but she says it as a group, and sometimes you get a whisper from her going, all right, what are you doing here? But she'll address it as a group. And, that's just, she fosters so much teamwork and so much togetherness. It's crazy. And I am so glad I asked her to lead this team, because she's doing an amazing job. I mean, we're literally taking down a new boss every week. We've been at this raid team for like 6-7 weeks now, and we're literally every week taking down a new boss. And I owe a lot of that to her leadership.
That's absolutely family friendly. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to censor myself. I've had a couple of cocktails. Jay, I would love to hear the female input on this. As I know, Jay, you're not a.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You're
like
a
super
lady,
feminist.
but I know you're not a...
Well,
I know you don't have super enormous, strong feelings on things, but I would like to hear what you have to say.
it's something that I deal with, and it's not just in video games; it's in everyday life.
Absolutely.
And I hate to say that it's something I got used to. I just ignore it. If they're gonna be that ignorant, then
Yeah.
they're not worth my time. I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm not gonna cry. Whatever. I'll just leave the group since I'm such a female burden on your life and move on with mine. Sorry, that's my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just it's a it happened, whatever. I'm gonna move on with my life. I have people who support me, tons and tons of people who support me, and I'm not gonna dwell on something negative like that about
thousands of people.
Yeah, I mean, I can't control your
Team
opinion.
Day is a thing.
I can't control your opinion, so why am I going to get upset over it?
No,
right,
and I found
seriously.
that arguing with people like that is just it goes nowhere. So I don't even bother anymore.
Yep,
exactly, and that's the thing. Thank you. I'm really glad that you said that because I was thinking that. Don't argue with these. Oh God. Uno, we're gonna have to do
serious editing.
A little thing in the beginning of the show that there is going to be explicit words in this show.
I'll just take them out.
No, we're just gonna keep it in. We're just gonna keep it in. Edit this part out.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
From my opinion, because I have a lot, actually a lot of my fan base is women. And I love them so much. When I started to play video games, I was under the impression that women didn't play video games. I honestly was. I'm going to say that truthfully and honestly.
Honestly, when I was really surprised too once I got into this big old community how many females there were. I mean, pleasantly surprised.
Like I told you guys, I think it was the second episode. I didn't actually tell people I was a female for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, and I don't think that's uncommon either.
When I get back into World of Warcraft, probably in a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to conduct an experiment. I'm going to roll a level 1 character on my other account, female. And I'm going to go through as a female character.
Huh.
And see what that's all about.
Nice. Let's keep up with that. We should keep up with that. That should be a little segment on our show.
We should. It'll be interesting.
Let's have an announcement.
But honestly, I gotta say, well, before we go to the announcement, because we are running.
We're cutting it close. Yeah,
we are
Neurion
cutting it really
has a raid.
It's okay. I just sent her an email. I'm gonna be really late.
We are cutting it very close. This is one of the nights we have to keep it
jiggy
timed tonight. I do want to say, for anybody out there, I know our listeners. Wow, echo.
Yeah.
Somebody's echoing.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was me.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say to all of our listeners, live stream and on the podcast, on the download, why the fuck does somebody's gender mean anything to how they can play the game?
It doesn't.
Huh? Send me a reason on Twitter at Gemmet Hunts or Gemmet at letsbobpodcast.com. Send me a reason why somebody's gender, sexual orientation, or anything of the matter matters anything to how they can raid in a raid. Please. I welcome it. Let me know.
At
I
Dimit Hunts.
honestly, truly want to hear that.
And you heard what he said. You guys were leaving the cussing in. So we are totally off the chain today.
We will record a little bumper.
This show contains explicit material that may not be viewed by...
Good night.
All right, we are pushing it. We had a couple of things to go. Do you think we could do a real quick next one? Let's do a real quick. Very quickly. Neurion, what do you think the easiest class, and let's expand with the spec. What do you think the easiest class and spec is to play in the World of Warcraft?
Oh, well, coming from a warlock, it's mage. 2 buttons. Hello.
Archmage, of course, right?
Exactly. A lot of people said shaman in that forum post, and the only reason they're saying shaman is because shaman is kind of OP right now.
My answer would have been shaman.
Way
Because
to keep
I've
it
played
quick,
everything.
Neurion.
What's that?
Way to keep it quick. So, what spec shaman are you saying?
Resto.
Resto Elemental or
I
Yeah.
wasn't
Lemon
asking
squeaky.
you yet, Day.
No, she's echoing my opinion. I mean, it's Resto and Ellie. I mean, you're not finding very many enhanced shamans right now.
They're hard to play.
Because they're so hard to play. And elemental, I want to see shaman tanks again. I totally want to see elemental shamans become tanks.
I want to see some hunter tanks.
Like a range tank.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Hunters already think they are tanks.
Yeah, they do.
Hunters
Now we're getting into the next topic, but anyway.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. We're gonna have to have you back on the show in a couple of weeks, buddy.
Right.
And we'll bring up the other topics that we weren't able to
will
talk about.
absolutely
Uno, what do you think?
time.
Easiest class spec to play in the World of Warcraft?
I'm gonna have to say Hunter. Any spec. Just because it's so often the first tune that people pick up.
It is.
So many times I've heard it, and they say, "Well, first I rolled this Hunter, and I went and did," and then and some people they've stuck with it that whole 9-10 years. Some people who have changed, but all in all,
Hunter is easy to play, hard to master.
exactly, and that's what I mean. So I'm gonna just say any spec of Hunter.
And I don't even need to say, because anybody who's been listening to this show for more than like 5 minutes knows me. That Hunter. Any spec. Actually, Beastmaster Survival. I'm gonna say Beastmaster.
Yeah, see, I don't know the specs. So I'm
gonna say
Hunter.
Beastmaster is the easiest to start out with. That actually, I'm gonna get hashtag awesome guy. He downloaded the WoW demo, and I'm gonna get him to play a Beastmaster Hunter.
It's the hardest to raid with, though. When your pet keeps dying.
Yep.
Well, look, in a trial to learn how to play, it's the easiest.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. So.
And on that note, we are running super long. We are like minutes away from Neurion's raid time. So, Uno, I think we have a thing to play for the people.
Okay. All right, let's go. You guys ready?
All right.
Here's the announcement.
Here we go.
No.
All that I am, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality, so that you may herald in a new, dark age. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now, and claim your destiny, Death Knight. I will go forth in I will start the rebellion, for I am Neurion.
The Rebellion is a brand new WoW podcast featuring Neurion from this very first WoW-related podcast. And co-hosting will be the ever-precious Day, Hots, Dots, and Grave Plots, and the Let's WoW podcast.
What? Precious?
Recording begins on March 20th. Be ready to download on iTunes and Stitcher. What? Man, I actually have tingles.
Yeah.
That is out of the bag.
Boom.
Bam! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is breaking news here on the Let's Go podcast.
So let me get this straight. Day is going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Day is on.
No, three. My cap is 3.
Wait. So that makes 16 podcasts you're on?
Oh, no, it's 37.
Oh, 37.
Oh, yeah, 37.
37
And there goes the
Death
chat, the chat room. They're getting all excited.
Woo.
Yeah, we're gonna
exciting.
we this is kind of Day's fault. We were
No, it's not.
Oh,
it is too.
Oh.
We were kind of talking about it, and I was like, I was hemming and hawing. I'm like, I don't know much about the tech, stuff like that. So I am literally kind of learning as I go. Like that sounder was literally the first time I've ever done it. I kind of taught myself over the weekend how to throw this stuff together, and we'll see what I can. What Day and I can come up with.
It's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. So what is the rebellion going to be all about?
It's going to be about WoW. It's basically we're going to have a WoW news section. We're going to have a PvP section for obvious reasons.
Obvious.
We're going to try and keep it short. I mean, we're going to try to keep it between 30 and 45 minutes because, most people listen to podcasts while commuting to and from work. So, an hour to an hour and a half podcast just doesn't work out for that. So, you end up like me. I've got a 45-minute drive to work right now. And it literally, some podcasts, it takes me 2 or 3 drives to listen to the whole thing.
Looking at you, Gam.
So,
shush.
Just kidding.
So we're gonna keep it short, and we're gonna record like bi-weekly for right now because there's really not a whole lot going on, as far as WoW. Obviously I'll have some rating news in there, and it's the Rebellion, after my guild, Rebels of Azeroth. So basically, we'll probably have some guild news in there and stuff like that, and we're gonna have a spot for whatever we decide to do some week, talk about talents or rotations.
Neurion, I have a question.
Sure.
In this show, will it include shenanigans?
Probably most definitely, since I'm like the king of derail.
Thank you. All right, I will subscribe immediately. Immediately. So so it's gonna be me and Day. So you're gonna get my personality, you're gonna get Day's personality, which I honestly, her and I have been doing some talking on Skype and stuff. I think it's a good mix, and I think we're gonna have a ton of fun. It already sounds like an amazing show.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a website set up yet?
Not a website yet, but we do have a Twitter and a Gmail set up.
Okay, well, go ahead and let everybody know about those.
The Twitter is at Rebellion Show. I couldn't do at the Rebellion because somebody already had it. So it's at Rebellion Show, and then the Gmail is the same thing, rebellionshow@gmail.com.
Nice.
Excellent. And, of course, once this show goes live, our faithful listeners, we will definitely promote the heck out of them. Because Day is going to be a part of it, and
as he rolls his eyes.
She is just gonna...
Did he just roll his eyes at me?
Yes, you did.
Day, I have to troll you.
Of course you do.
Of course I
We're
do.
actually
I
not going to
have-
be live for a little while.
Well, once it goes live on iTunes, Stitcher, and all the other everywhere else's, Day will let us know for sure, and we will promote it up, of course. We do like to support the up and coming independent podcasts in the World of Warcraft community.
Definitely. It's
Yes, you should all listen to Dots, Hots, and Grave Plots.
Yeah,
That's
there we
right.
go. Not so shameless plug.
Yeah.
And actually, Rev's saying he can't find the Twitter. Yeah, it's at rebellionshow.com. At Rebellion Show. Yeah. So,
All right, yeah, Neurion put it in the chat room. For those of you listening on the download, however, we will have this. We will have the links in the show description, so you can go check them out.
thank you, by the way. I'm excited. I can't wait to get things started. I've been wanting to do a WoW podcast. That's why I kind of got into podcasting, because I wanted to do a WoW podcast. But
I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
I remember you and I talking about that a while ago. You wanted to do a podcast, and you didn't know what to do, and
right.
yeah, we spoke a lot about it, and I'm very glad. I'm very happy that you found a thing to do for you, and I'm really excited for you.
We'll see how it goes.
And of course, you're with the most amazing and humble co-host you could get.
I still don't. I still don't get the humble part.
Those days.
As everybody goes to
So,
Rebellion Show.
and also I sent it to Realm Maintenance, so the sounder's probably going to be on there too.
Cool.
If anybody listens to it, so I'm excited.
Excellent. And yeah,
Trying to breathe right now, so
breathe, relax, breathe.
my wife has been a big support. I've been really kind of. I don't have the most confidence in myself at times, especially when I'm learning something brand new. And she's like, "I don't know why you ever doubt yourself." And I'm like, yeah, well, because it's a matter of taking the time to learn. And like I said, I just kind of learned how to do all that over the weekend.
And that's impressive. If that's what you did over the weekend, I cannot wait to hear your show.
I appreciate it. I really do.
And I
can't wait to get things started. Yeah, now I got to work on the title thing,
Well, you got to work on a website for sure.
Yeah. About
website, RSS feed, blah 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 blah. We can all talk after the show on how to.
Yeah, mate, you realize I did this all for Dots, Hots, and Grave Plots, right?
I know you did.
Yeah.
You are preaching to the choir here.
Dave's handling, a lot of the tech too. So.
Day is amazing.
Yeah.
You could have picked a worse person.
I'm sure I probably could have picked a Gemmet. I don't know.
Oh! Ouch.
Just kidding.
Ouch. That hurt me right in my kidney.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, you do have a raid to get to,
yes.
sir. So, Uno, how about you go ahead and start taking us out of here, buddy?
I can do that. I just had to tweet at the Rebellion Show to just give them some support real quick. Hey.
Thank you.
You too can also listen live. Just point your browsers to letswowpodcast.com. Come hang out with us every Sunday night at Eastern Standard Time. What is it still 8 p.m.?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, we started a little early for our very special guest.
We did. We
guy,
started early this week for our guest.
But you can also find all of our show archives there. We got a lot planned for the listeners on the download, but you never know what fun may happen in our live chat room.
P.S. Next week is my very special birthday podcast, and it's Bring Your Own Cake.
Bring your own cake.
I
Special
just
TBT
rolled my
episode.
eyes so hard it hurt.
Well,
No,
I
it's
guess
actually my birthday. The 16th is my birthday. It's my legit birthday, and I am doing a podcast.
Man, I
Yes.
picked the wrong time to be on the show.
Come back next week. It's a free for all, right?
Oh,
Oh my
sure?
gosh.
I would love to.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk this week.
All right.
Well, Day
All right.
will, because Day is handling next week's guests.
And when you're done listening to our show, why not go check out some of the other great shows in the Dawnforge network? Shows like All Things Azeroth, Group Quest, Halfway Around the World, More Than Megapixels, The Obscure Cast, Steamforged, Shattered Soulstone, and All Things Edible. You can find these great shows and more at thedawnforge.com.
And everybody, don't forget, if you can hear our voices, we want you. That's right, you. Wherever you are listening to our show, we want you to join us. Especially if you're listening to us live, because you obviously have time to listen to us live. We want you to come and join us, like our fantastic guest Neurion did tonight. Again, Neurion, I'm so thrilled that we finally got you on the show. I am so thrilled.
Me too. You have no idea how I've probably. First of all, I've probably been driving Day nuts on Skype, on Skype messages. You know,
Probably.
But I've probably been driving my wife nuts too because I'm like, I'm gonna be on a show. I'm gonna be on a show. I can't believe it. You know, and she's just you know, again, very supportive. She pretty much supports me in everything I do.
That's fantastic. And we thank you again for coming on. Now, and everybody listening, please, if you want to join us like Neurion did tonight, send us an email to guests@letswowpodcast.com or send us a tweet at letswowpodcast and we can get you scheduled in. Also, be sure to check out our wonderful website done by our fantastic webmaster, Chris. You can check all of the show archives and you can even listen in directly from your phone from the website.
Very
I know
cool.
I was talking to our webmaster a couple of days ago and everything's updating and we're going to have an updated website probably soon. So,
Nice. That'll be exciting.
yeah, it's cool. Check us out, letswowpodcast.com.
And if you'd like, oh my goodness. We'll just clear my
Words are
throat.
hard.
No, I have like a phlegmy throat thing. Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, that's so attractive. All right, if you'd like to follow us on our individual Twitter accounts, you can find myself, the lovely Day,
And so very humble.
at Creature Venus, Gem at Gemmet Hunts, and Uno at Podcrafty. You can also email us all directly using Gemmet Day or Uno at letswowpodcast.com.
And once again, I have to give an enormous shout out to our very good friend Crystal at Star Shattered Designs on Etsy. She is a fantastic sponsor of the show. She just finished up a contest to give away a hand-etched character mug. And I'm not sure who won because I've been kind of away from Twitter the last few days because I've been busy. But nonetheless, go check her out on etsy.com/shop/Star Shattered Designs.
Mm-hmm.
She is amazing. She has fantastic stuff. And actually, she told me the other day that she's sending me something, and I'm really excited for it. I have no idea what she's sending me, and I'm super stoked. But check her out, and if you do decide to order something from her, which I highly suggest you should, use the coupon code GEMMET, and you will get 10% off of your order.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
I've been to that site. She's got some really cool stuff.
She's got amazing stuff.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Thank God she sponsors the show. Because she just sends me stuff randomly. She's like, hey, do you like this? I'm like, yes. Like, I love her stuff.
Yeah, I really like her Murloc stuff.
Yeah, I
fan of
have
Murlocs.
the Murloc keychains.
Mm-hmm.
She's got Illidan. She's got character hand-etched glass. Steins. Like Illidan and I think she had Thrall on there.
Yep.
Hand-etched stuff, y'all. You can't get handmade stuff at better quality if you don't go to Crystal. Go check her out. Star Shattered Designs on Etsy. All right, Neurion, I know you. We are kind of running a little bit late here, buddy boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna speed up.
I apologize.
It's all
But here we go. So here is your chance to tell everybody on the interwebs, where the hell can we find you?
Well, again, I'm co-GM of Rebels of Azeroth, the guild on Draenor US server, ally side, ally for the win.
Woo!
We are actually looking for a ranged DPS and a healer for our second raid team. I think those are the only spots we have left to fill. As of the last time I spoke with Pete. So, if you want to, come on over to Draenor. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Draenor. If you want to come on over, we'll put you in the raid team and we'll run you through a couple of flexes. Our flex raids are actually our proving grounds for our normal teams. We run those on Friday nights at 9 Eastern and Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern. And all are welcome to come play with us. If you want to come play with us, just battle tag me, Neurion, Neurion pound 1724. We'll get you running through a couple of our flex runs. I am part of the Blizzmaster network. You can email me at neurion@blizzmaster.com. You can also catch me on That Random Geekcast on every other Monday night. We are recording tomorrow night live on Twitch. I do have my own Twitch channel, which is just twitch.tv/NeurionDK. I don't do much with it right now because I'm having a little bit of trouble with the upstream, but I want to. I've been working on getting the live stream going because I want to start live streaming our raids. So so people can watch us and see what we're all about and check out the fun. Yeah. And now, of course, the Rebellion, the new WoW podcast that we're gonna get going here in a couple weeks. So
yeah.
I really have to say thank you so much for having me on the show. You have no idea the that you've created.
Shush! It's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Mine too. I've had so much fun tonight. It's definitely a different experience being on this end of the chat room.
Right.
So, and that's pretty much it. Oh, my Twitter. Oh my goodness. At Neurion ROA. Oh, sorry. At Neurion _ROA for Rebels of Azeroth.
Yes, indeedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now everybody listening, I do want to say something. Day, you're gonna probably kill me for this.
Uh-oh.
I love you. Love you, Day.
Love you, mean it.
Am I fired?
Next week is Day's birthday.
Oh, no.
So, to all of our listeners, next week, March 16th, is Day's birthday. So, here's what I want from all of our fantastic listeners. I would all please send me an MP3
No.
wishing Day the happiest of birthdays,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
and we will play it on the show.
But then I'll cry.
Oh, you know you're totally getting one from me.
But I'll cry. I'm gonna cry right now.
Also next week we are gonna have Jab Cup, Magic Thighs, and Victory.
Possibly victory.
Possibly Victory. We're gonna have a really fun show for Day's birthday.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be a
Day's
blast.
It's Day's 25th birthday.
BYOC.
For the second time. No, third time.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Third anniversary of her 25th birthday.
So, yes, please send us in some I love you days to guests@letswow.com or actually the best one to send it would be gemit@letswow.com.
Then I can't peek.
letswowpodcast.com. That way she can't see it.
Yep.
But yeah, next week is Day's birthday.
We're having a
We
party.
love Day so much.
I'm excited. We're gonna have a party.
Girl, oh God, we're gonna have a farkin' party and then some.
So also, don't forget to leave us a rating and or a review on iTunes and a thumbs up on Stitcher as well. We truly appreciate hearing your feedback. We are the podcast for you and by you. So feel free to let us know what you'd like to hear. Send us an email, send us a tweet, catch us in game, or in our live chat room where you never know what will happen. We'd love to bring up whatever you'd like to hear us discuss on the show.
Seriously, I could not keep up with the chat room tonight. I tried. I actually tried.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I really couldn't.
Revenar gave us a great disclaimer that we'll be able to say.
We can talk about that after when we're not live. All right, everybody in our chat room, everybody listening and on the download, once again, as we say every week, thank you so much for joining us. We honestly, from the deepest bottom of our hearts, appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. We love you so much.
Mwah.
Mwah! We will see you next week in the same time and, of course, the same place. Until next time, my heroes of Azeroth.
Get your foot off the gnome's head and play hard, but play fair.
Less QQ, more pew pew.
Get rich or die grinding. Titan runestones.
And remember, everybody, stay geeky, my friends. Remember to embrace the noobs. Don't step on them.
Bye.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you so much for joining us. We love you.
Good night.
Good night. Or wait. We could do the mater. Good night.
And zug. Job's done.
This episode contains for all an audience. Parents